Really ruin everything because ever since the housing hike, prices have gone down for houses, but you know there's always those people that keep them high and leave it like that, which I think is what's gonna happen for RAM. If there's one thing companies like to do, it's stealing from the public without them figuring out it's a scam, and we just live the rest of our lives assuming it should actually cost that much even though they're making like 10x the profit on it. I remember after the peak of COVID was over, there was so many grocery stores that kept their prices up just because. The good thing is, guys, our federal administration is working hard to bring these prices down and help everyone achieve their goal of owning a home one day.
There's so much talk about, we're going to drive housing prices down. I don't want to drive housing prices down.
I want to drive housing prices up.
For people that own their homes, and they can be assured
that's what's going to happen.
Well, guys, at least we can rent a $2,000 one-bedroom apartment for the next 60 years of our lives, and maybe we'll be able to get one by the time we're 70. It's a good thing our country funds another country that gets free healthcare and schooling for everyone. This is all okay. You already know things like how unaffordable it is, but seeing clips like that is the cherry on top. And even if you did find a home in your budget in 2026 that you think you could afford, the interest rate is still not that good at 6%. If you got a home in January 2021, the interest rate would have been 2.6%, basically in half. This specific interest rate was an anomaly due to COVID, so they had to do that. But if you look back before then, in 2016 to 2020, it bounced between 3 to 4%. So before COVID, it was still 2 percentage points lower than it is now. The good news is though, guys, that for the next couple of decades of our lifetime, multiple finance companies have predicted that the rate is gonna stay around the same or get worse in the future. Imagine you just locked in when you were a kid and bought a house back then, loser. Instead of, I don't know, being a stupid kid or teen. Maybe you should have been smart for once in your life and invested. I'm saying that as a joke, but that's dead ass how older generations think. Okay, I'll try to soften it with some actual good news. There is some cities and some places where housing prices are slowly dropping for people. The main place being Texas, which is why everyone and their mother is moving here. Texas is absurdly massive, so they basically have unlimited land to play with, although you do also risk unlimited gunshots being shot at you at any moment. Another scam getting worse is Ticketmaster and most ticket selling websites now, to be honest, which have been scummy companies for a while.
I mean, hey, I wonder why. Yeah, I was wondering about Ticketmaster for some reason because I've heard a lot of rumors about Ticketmaster just ripping people off, and next thing you know, it is still ongoing. I mean, holy crap. I mean, if anyone bought Ticketmaster and actually got ripped off from the prices, comment down below how you actually felt after hearing this news, because I've heard some very crazy stuff about Ticketmaster because I have never used it before. Never. Because I kind of knew how shady Ticketmaster really is, but oh my gosh, it is a terrible company. And next thing you know, I just paused right at the right moment just to reveal that logo. Oh my gosh, it is bizarrely shocking. Like bizarre. And I can't believe that Ticketmaster is still in business after all this time. You would think they would go bankrupt, but nope. Even if our banks just made a huge mistake, they get bailouts. If we fail, we get no support. So it kind of makes me wonder, how in the world are we going to own our freedom and be happy? And let's be fair, don't let these companies and everything else just fool you. Because let's be fair, we get fooled all the time. Next thing you know, we're told that our president is anti-war. Next thing you know, they're waging war in another region. They fooled you. And let's be fair, it's the same thing with Hollywood. It's the same thing with fitness influencers as well. Next thing you know, they're natural. Next thing you know, they're on steroids. It's all the same thing. It's just entire charade. Because let's be fair, both parties and all of these things all together apply to say, don't be fooled. Because let's be fair, if they'd done something over there, they would do something again. It's going to happen, and you got to be prepared for it.
Wow, now, in fact, both the last and current government administration are suing them. I mean, you know it's bad when even a like Trump is suing you for being a scammer. He usually wants to join in on the fun. They got caught themselves trying to help scammers jack up prices. Because once again with these companies, just like what I said for RAM companies, if they have a guaranteed way to make their money and can sell in bulk, they'll do it. It's also gotten even worse with dynamic pricing. If Satan came to this earth now, I believe dynamic pricing would be his first creation. All these ticket companies try to justify it by saying it helps combat scalpers. So their solution is, instead of having the scalpers buy the tickets, everyone can buy it but for 10x the price. Either way, I can't go in either scenario. I'm not buying it for the scalp price or that price, so what is the point of even doing this? There's a lot of artists too that have to get blamed for this as well. The reason I say that is because a lot of them try to act oblivious and go to the public like, no way guys, what? I just want everyone to be able to enjoy my show at a great price and have a good time. Companies should not be taking advantage of this. Meanwhile, after the show, they look at their bank account and are like, those stupid ass. They really believe me.
Yep.
$3 million in a night. Let's go. I'm buying another Rolls Royce and putting it in the garage. This is too easy. Whenever you see an artist try to act like they don't know why it's so high and it stays high, just know they know, because something can be done. Michael Jackson notoriously was known for selling his tickets for cheap because he wanted fans to actually be able to come. And Taylor.
All right, that's enough. We need to, let's get into the comments. Let's literally just get into the comments down below, because I am wondering what everyone's reaction is to be. And by the way, I have my own video reaction playlist over there, so that way I can react to my videos. So let's get right into the comments. And look at this. You'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Everything is a scam. Everything is rage bait. Everything is sexual. Everything is uncreative. Well, ain't that the truth, brother? Ain't that the truth? Hell, at this point, college feels like a scam. It is, man. That's the point. It literally is a scam. All right, let's get into everything else. The irony in getting an scam ad as soon as I clicked this video. Oh, shit. That is a very serious problem. Subscriptions definitely feel like a scam, especially those subscriptions where you gotta pay a little extra just to cancel it. Yeah, it's a wild story, but it's so true. The job market is a scam. Jobs are a scam. ATP living itself is a scam. Y'all remember those dollar stores? Why can't most businesses follow that? That's a good question. Great question, by the way. I was wondering the exact same thing before I read the comments. $7,000 for seats? What the F? I'm staying broke forever. I just noticed that in the 2020s, since COVID started, was the downhill of the future. Yeah, I kind of felt the same way for some reason. I mean, a little while ago when I was asleep, I actually kind of felt the exact same way. And the next thing you know, boom, everything goes downhill. So I kind of understand where they're coming from. I totally get that. I totally get that. At least you're not a scam, Tommy. Oh, geez, man. Some of the comments are pretty interesting over there. Like, really. The FAA ticket price is more than I paid to the Super Bowl 6 years ago, counting inflation, and I had a decent seat. Yeah. I think me and my mom were just having a conversation of how valuable the old bus is compared to the new one, because the old one has better sound and the new one is just very crappy. Well, this was back when I used to be a big fan of Toy Story, back then. But now, the quality, the infrastructure of those toys are literally not what it used to be. They're not. They're terrible. They're worse. They're not what it used to be. I mean, that's because everything is so expensive. And if you were to sell it right now with one of those Buzz Lightyears, it's going to be $600 or more. At least that's what was based on the conversation. And it's kind of like what I said with the title of this video is that you can't let anything fool you. Because if they do try to fool you with the prices and the quality, you're scammed. You've gotten scammed indefinitely. And that's not just me, it's everybody else as well. Don't forget about it. I'm not the only one that's seeing it. I'm sure everyone else that's watched this video is seeing it right now. So it's time to put in the final thoughts because I think we're done reading the comments. So I do really think that especially in the time that we are living in right now, is that I do think there are certain things we really need to talk about. Like, for example, I do think that rent prices, housing prices, groceries, well, in certain places, of course. I know not every grocery store is like that, but mostly everything that we once thought was very cheap to get is definitely expensive. Oh, definitely. There are a few times that I've seen like the price of steak just be like, and boom, it's expensive. But to be fair, there are cheaper ways to get red meat, and there's cheaper ways to get steak. You just gotta look at the price, look at how much there is, and if it's like, let's just say $9.60 or $8, that's a good deal, and you can't afford to lose it. There you go, you found your price. But it is not going to always be that way. It's probably better to actually look at your macros, vitamins, nutrients, and see, okay, do I still think it could work for me? And if it doesn't, then don't let it fool you. Because everything that you see is literally an eternal scam, an eternal one. It's literally turned into an eternal battle. It didn't used to be this way, but now it is. So here's my final thought after watching these two videos. You got to vet yourself, you got to vet the people around you, and you got to vet the community and the group that you're in. Because let's be fair, there could be a new scam and a new talk tactic that you're not aware of. And I think it's just better to observe and actually see, okay, is this actually for me? And if it's not, then move on. That's literally the same thing with job hunting and dating in general. It's the exact same thing. Because let's be fair, it is a similar concept. And the only way that you're going to be able to be not scammed at all is just to vet everything. And that's literally my final thought in this video. And with that in mind, that's literally it for today's video. As you can see, our merch and community is literally here. It's literally already here. And if you want to check it out right now, I might as well say check it out when you still have time, because I think in a YouTube short, I think we just talked a little bit about it. But other than that, if you have time to check it out, I recommend you do check it out in one or two of them, because they literally just got released. They just got released, and it's ready to be joined. And if you're willing to join there, join as soon as possible, because let's be fair, it will have a Zoom call, just like in the previous community. And with that in mind, that's it for today's video. Like and share a comment down below, and subscribe to the Alex Banister channel. I want to thank everybody that has watched this video, because it has been crazy, because there's just been a lot going on. And let's be fair, it took quite a while to actually get the merch store, the online store, which is with Fourth Wall. And it took a while to build another community after deleting two of them, because let's be fair, it's been pretty difficult. I'll tell you that much. It hasn't been really easy, because let's be fair, I didn't think I would actually be able to pull this one off. And I was able to do that in less than a month, which I gotta say is pretty incredible. So I would recommend y'all just checking out the merch store and the community. And if you want to look at the Signature 3, which includes a bottle, like a metal water bottle, and a journal. And let me think. What else am I thinking of? A hat as well that says the golden pill wins. And if you're willing to look at that, and if you're not satisfied with that, I recommend you look at the other products because you'll find it interesting. And other than that, the name of it is the Nomadic Path, and the name of the new community is the Nomadic Freedom Forum. Because let's be fair, we're trying to do a counter agenda against the Great Reset and the World Economic Forum. If you're willing to look at one or both of them, it would mean a lot to me because it's time to spread the message there. Just tell everyone around that forum who we are, because we are innovators and we're supposed to innovate the world and move forward. And with that in mind, that is it for today's video. Thanks for watching all 3 of these videos. And other than that, take the golden pill. The revolution is now. You'll own your freedom and be happy. And with that in mind, we are counting on you, innovator, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.
Like this, and you're actually interested in videos like this one that just happened recently, do me a favor, like and share and comment down below and subscribe to this channel right here and right now. With that in mind, I'll see you in the next video, innovator.